Okay, guys, good morning to everybody. Today is the 21st of August, 2026, the Friday, and crazy global market talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, guys, once again, good morning to everybody who's come online this morning. All right, this morning we can see the market is very, very crazy. The gold have been going down and up at the same time. And of course, many of you are asking the same question, is the market going to come off for gold? And the thing is this, is gold going to go to a new high? Okay, I will talk about this very, very shortly. Yeah. But before that itself, let me just remind you guys that every time we do trading, please do your risk management. I think that's the most important thing as a trader. Yeah. Because if you don't do that, there's a high chance in this crazy volatile market you may get hit. All right. So that's something that I want to remind everybody. Okay. All right. So let's start this morning with the usual market talk first by sharing you what is the headlines. Okay. So first of all, we know that the US market yesterday, the Dow Jones dropped by 700 points. Now, I already warned you guys, the Dow Jones will most likely be coming down, and indeed, I was spot on once again. And of course, S&P 500 dropped by 66 points, and NASDAQ dropped by 263. All right, just in case you don't know what am I reading off, I'm reading off from here. Yeah, just let you know. Okay. Okay, the NASDAQ down by 263 points, and that is pretty bad, right? Because we had a rally the day before, and I warned you guys that the rally can't sustain, and truth be told, it really, really happened. Okay, so this is something that you need to follow CRAZII. And if you use CRAZII, you will know what to do yesterday. Yeah, so go into that. Okay, so what happened now is that the Japan headline inflation rate hits the highest level this year as energy price bite. Now, do take note, this is not new. I have been calling for this inflation problem since the start of the year. And again, I got a lot of feedback telling me that I'm basically a naysayer. Sorry, I'm being a doomsday guy and says that the market itself is supposed to be good. But you must understand that when the oil price goes up by 10%, it doesn't give only the inflation about 10%. It actually hits the market, hit you everything. So by the time certain thing reach you, could be up by 20%. All right, this is something that you need to take note of that. Yeah, and of course, the core inflation, if you strip out the fresh fruit but include energy, it seems to be in line, but I don't buy that. 1.8% is too low. Yep. Now, Scott Basson, all right. So what he says now, that a good chance US trade deficit has peaked. Okay. I don't buy that at all. Okay. This guy cannot be trusted, honestly. Look at what he says about the oil price. No, what he says about the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't trust people like that. You can see that he basically lies, and he doesn't have any substance and any weight in whatever he says. So I think this is bad. Okay. Now the treasury yields rebounded. Obviously means the bond price came off. Okay, right. So I think this is the start of everything once again. All right. And Scott Basson says that US likely want to restart large-scale Iran combat as it step up economic pressure. I think that is the way, if you ask me. Okay. And Scott Basson says that the treasury buyback could be as well $4 billion. Of course, they need the money. You can't run away. They really need the money. So all this tells you a lot, yeah. And of course, we have Donald Trump threaten the economic D-Day for Iran, and again says that there will be a lot of consequences if he does that, and so forth. Yeah, as typical Donald Trump. All right, sorry, my chart closer. Okay, so anyway, that is the news that you can see available, and of course, we do know that the Japanese yen, they have to again intervene because the yen is going up again. All right. Now, what is yesterday the biggest news is that I told you guys to be very careful on the Bitcoin moving higher, and truth be told, Bitcoin yesterday, all right, basically when it surged up, right, more than $3.4 billion of short were liquidated. All right, more than 3.4 billion. Okay, so one thing to note is that when the people were shorting the crypto market itself, we were telling you to be very, very careful. And of course, you can see that the liquidations everywhere. All right, apparently more than how many accounts? Let me just find for you. Okay, there should be one. Okay. It didn't really put that. I thought I saw one article. Is it here? Okay, let me see. Um. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't have it. I thought I saw it. It's like more than 100,000 accounts around the whole world was being wiped out yesterday. Yeah, wow, that's a lot. Okay, so if you look back into our system, we can see that Bitcoin is now continuing up to 74,000, still surging, very strong. And of course, you can see the Bitcoin, right? We have it spot on. You can see that the color change on the Bitcoin changes over right here, whereby the color change from red to yellow, green to red to green. That was it. Let me change the color here. Okay, this is where the big boys change from the sell to buy. And then after that, you have the diamond line. So this is a very good buy. And of course, if you are into K trend, which I informed you yesterday, the K trend is there. So this is a KDK trade, whereby you have the K trend, followed by diamond line, followed by KSI. Three of them were all in line. And of course, I mean, seriously, I don't know I mean, I didn't expect it to be so fast, because from 65,000 to down 74,000 is 9,000 points in a span of 3 days. Okay. So I didn't expect to have so much, but of course, look at the whole pressure cooker here over the last 2 months. So probably on hindsight, this is what shot up the market. And of course, if you look at it, it basically tells you that there could be more coming in. Let me explain to you why. You can see that if you press the chart in, you can see market when it collapsed. This is the KCB, right? So you see all the KCB point. If you draw the KCB, you can see them very clearly. So when the market closed above here, it's going for the second KCB, which the market did it the next day. And because it closed above, it goes for the third KCB. So it has 3 KCB. So 3 KCB has been done, and there's a few more to go. So most likely we will see somewhere around 75,000 to 77,000 as a peak. All right, somewhere around here before a pullback, and then again going up again. Now, I'm still very optimistic on Bitcoin. I still believe that Bitcoin will hit the 100,000 mark probably by end of this year. And of course, continuing up with some, right, my target is 120,000 next year. Okay, so I'll write it down for all of you. This is 2026 target. Okay, this is my 2027. All right. So I was telling my friends in Vietnam already that maybe September, the bull market for crypto will start. So it seems that it happened a little bit earlier than my expectation. Yeah, but nonetheless, it's not important. It's not about being who's right or wrong. It's more important that do we make money out of it. That is more important. Okay. So that is what I feel and think that what will happen in the near term, yeah, for the crypto space itself. Okay. All right, we'll send this out to all my friends later. Okay, all cool, all understand? If all understand, press number 1 right now. So of course, you will ask the question, though, if the Bitcoin goes up, what do I do with you, right, as an individual? What do you stand to benefit from this? Well, it's not about just benefit or what you can make, but it's something that you should take note, because after that itself, right, it's going to be a changer, because I suspect that after Bitcoin move, the next market that will be moving in the near term, it will be crude oil, gold, and so forth, because we have already copper price moving up quite a fair bit. So likelihood the next one will be gold, and then after that for the next one will be crude oil. Okay. All right, we can see that gold is moving up right now. I think everybody's waiting for me to talk about gold. Okay, so no problem. Let's talk about gold now. Okay, so let's talk about gold. Okay, so the question is this: is gold having the same pressure cooker symptom that we saw on Bitcoin? Now, basically, you can say that. All right, you can say that. And again, I told you guys, because there is a K trend and ongoing right now. So basically, it is definitely moving upwards. All right, but the thing is this: I felt that there could be a pullback in the near term, then consolidate before we have the big rush up. Okay, so guys, do take note of that. This potential thing will happen. Now, why do I say that? Because the thing is, I feel that the Iran war it's not over yet, unless US decided to drop it off, but it's not possible. So crude oil price, in my personal book, I felt that most likely crude oil will still continue to go up. And if crude oil do go up itself, then of course that will pressure the oil gold market. But after a while later, okay, I suspect that the market will just take note that, okay, since you're going to go up regardless, so the market will go back in again to buying back on gold. And when that really happens, that will be the very big upside movement, and the gold will go up quite a fair bit. Okay, so this one, please take note of what I just said. I believe that there will be a pullback on gold in the near term, and then after that, that will be the best time to look into gold, and that is where gold will be most likely going to go through the sky. Okay, all clear? So that is my personal call on gold. I think it should be happening. All right, let's see, am I right or wrong? Okay, guys, okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 2 right now, yeah, in the comment box. Okay. All right. Now, to chase after gold, it's not wrong to chase gold at this point, but I just felt that there's no need to take the risk. Okay, we can still buy gold, and my view on gold is eventually gold is still going to go up. All right. So 5,500 is my target for gold by March. Okay, by March 2027. Okay, I'll give you a date right now. I believe that gold will go back to 5,500 by the March 2027. And my ultimate target itself for gold is 7,204 based on a calculation. Let me just rewrite this properly. Handwriting is terrible. Okay, all right. So this is my view on gold for the next 10 months or so from here, or 1 year, in fact. All right, so from what we are looking at right now, from about 14 months from today, we are looking at, okay, 5,500 on gold before it escalate to 7,200 by likely October 2027. Now, why is that so? Because I said the dollar will most likely be trading much, much lower when time comes. Okay, right. I believe the dollar will be going down quite a fair bit by the time we reach October 2027. Okay, so that is my another big view for today. Today I'm in the mood to give you views, of course, and this is just taking as a form of a you can take as a reference. It's not for any form of like sure win trade. I don't do that. I can't promise you that, but definitely I know exactly what we could be facing in the near term. Okay, all these little news in the market. All right. So all clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now, everyone. We have 80 people online this morning. Fantastic. Now, the last time we had only like 10 to 20 people online every time, but because of now we're reopening to the global door, so we're going to have 80, and I suspect that by next month, we will hit past 100 people coming online on a regular basis, yeah? Okay, all right, cool. Okay, let's just move on. So now let's talk about the day chart first for today. Now the day chart for today is very clear. Gold this morning came down first, and then after that shoot back up again. Yeah. So okay, so there's a lot of movement, crazy movement in the market. Okay. Gosh, a lot of messages coming in. Okay, so let us open up and show you a bit more. Okay, so gold this morning opening price, as you can see from here, the OP marker, all right, is 45.21. This is the opening price of gold this morning. Now today is a DJDD, DJDD, okay. Now DJDD means that the gold this morning, if you choose to go up first, then most likely it'll come down later. Vice versa, if the market chooses to go down first, then in the afternoon and later part, you'll go up. All right. So this is A. This means that the market is go up first, then come down. B is here. B is the market go down first, then go up. Okay. So everybody, I want that's 80, 78 of you guys right now. Can you select what you think will happen today? Is it A, market go up first, then come down? Is it B, go down first and then go up? Right, guys, write in the comment box. Let me see your answer. All right, A, B, or whatever I have. Okay, A or B, yeah? Come show it to me. Let me know the answer. Okay, we have Tikisha B, Nigel B, Reedy B, Ruby B, Susan B. All right, Nyam B. Wow, so many B's. Okay, so B seems to be the overwhelming direction. All right, only Sun say A. All right, the remaining all of you are B. Yeah, okay. All right, so this one is to take note. Yeah, A or B, we let the market decide. Okay, now let me give you my personal take also. Yeah, okay. All right, let me just take a few screenshots first. I'll use it for my PowerPoint. Yeah, later. Okay, so let's go to the 5-minute chart to see is it A or B in the making. Okay, so this is the gold market. Please take note from what I'm going to speak in the next 5 minutes to give you my view. Yeah. Okay, so what happened in the morning? This is the opening price of gold in the morning. Now, some of you may ask me, how do you know this opening price? Very simple. You just have to look at the opening price of the day and then see which candle opens there. And that is most likely the fact. Okay, of course, you can use a timer. Okay, so what happened in the morning? Gold initially went up, right? So that is the first move to lure people to buy. And then after that, you can see immediately it comes back down. Stop exactly at OP. Again, telling you the power of OP is so fantastic. Yeah, the OP is so good. And then after that, you have a yellow candle here, which immediately created the K trend. All right. So from here and here, this is a K trend. Okay, a K trend. And at the same time, as you can see, there is a diamond line over here. Okay. So once the market breaks sell here, I sold small because it's actually above OP, and then when it breaks below OP, I sell bigger because we have the market below OP, KSI red, everything was good, I sold. And then we were looking to buy back at 45.03, that's a KTR -1, but it stopped here itself and then double diamond. So immediately I saw the first diamond, I quickly booked some profit here, and then double diamond comes in, I just cut everything away because double diamond usually means that the market is going to bottom out for now. And then after that, the gold shoot up all the way. Now, when you see such an action coming in, and it's not difficult to spot that, we know that you're going to go for KTR +1 because KTR +1 is a 80 to 85% accuracy system, right? So we all know that. Okay, so take note of this first. Yeah. Okay, so now gold has touched the KTR +1. Now you look carefully, everybody. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show it to you now. Can you see the market never closed? I repeat, the market never closed above KTR +1. It touched just KTR +1, but it did not close above it. So when it didn't close above it, what does it signify? What does it signify? It basically tells you that the market recognized KTR +1, but does no mean to continue. So this is where I'm going to say this. Okay, if gold still hang around OP and try again, the moment gold close above KTR +1, it's going to shoot up all the way to KTR +2 because that is where pivot 1 lies. So pivot 1 and KTR +2 are identical today in a way, almost there, 4, 5, 5, 7. So this will be a very strong resistance for today. If the market can go past it, gold is going to fly. Okay, so that is the upside. All right, but I felt that this here tells me the market has already went up. Okay, so now the next thing is this. I'll tell myself, if gold do come down and break OP, all right, and continue to fall, then gold is going to go down all the way to KTR -2. which is also very near to the, oh, not near, sorry, it's actually, it's 4-2, and that is 4,484. Okay, so guys, this is the step here. I want you to remember this. The market has already touched the KTR +1. And that is a very common for doji directional day, because in doji directional day, if the market goes up, right, usually before it comes down, it will touch the KTR +1. So vice versa, if the market actually is like this, okay, hold on, if the market opening price is here and the market go down first and then go up, right, usually this KTR -1. Got it? All clear? So that means that the market could have touched and finished. But of course, let's see the day, because we have now the US Treasuries, a lot of printing of the dollar. So this could impact the upside, okay? But then if you ask me on technical ground, the market has completed KTR +1. So now watch the OP. All right, so all clear? So everybody understand this doji directional day, how we utilize it, how do we use the mechanic of the KTR to give you an insight trade of this. All clear? All right, so with everybody all looking at B, all right, meaning you expect the market to be down first and up, then maybe you need to be careful if the market choose something else, okay? Because you know that whenever the whole market choose something in a particular direction, right, the boys will actually do the opposite direction. Yeah, of course, it's not say that it's trying to be a contrarian here, but that's usually what happens. Okay, all clear? All clear, press number 4 right now, yeah? Okay, all right, so this today is a very, very impactful day for you to use it and consider. All right, next market is the oil market. Now, I mean, it's no secret that I'm very bullish on oil every time I'm buying oil, because I think the oil is going to go up. So explain again, why am I so bullish again? So let me do this for you. First of all, let's look at two key numbers here, the MA30 and the MA200. So both MA30, okay, MA30, okay, and MA200 is already at the bottom of the chart. So which means that currently now the market is actually trading above the two MAs. So this is bullish, okay? This is definitely bullish, just like, you know, many markets, okay? So that's the first reason why am I bullish on oil. Second, do you see a very big gap here itself in oil? Yes. So this big gap here will likely be covered, and it will cover all the way to 89. Wow. Now oil is at 86 today, and now I'm looking at 89, and 89 is a gap. So there's no secret here. I am very bullish on the oil market, and I believe that oil market will excuse me, oil market will trade higher in the near term. Okay, so if you are also in line with me and you think that oil market will also be going up, then let's buy up together and see how it happens. Yeah. So again, you may say, but KEL, there's no war. Like I say again, this thing here, there's no war and the oil price is going up. So there's only 3 reasons for that. 1, US economy is doing well, which is not. 2, the oil demand is there, but this is not the seasonal time. So not really. 3rd, that means that the inflation is creeping up, or the dollar printing is actually in the market, and that's forcing oil to go up. And that is the worst thing, because you print the dollar to save your economy, but you're putting more stress to the people who is not going to have $7 per gallon for their oil. So this is going to break the market actually. Yeah. Okay. So this is my view. I based on technical, I see 89. All right. Is that going to be a dropping? Well, it's possible. Now today the pivot 2 is there at 86. So if crude oil breaks below 86, then we have the market pulling back. All right, going back to maybe MLP zone, yeah, which is actually at around 83 dollar, I think, yeah, 83.40. Okay, all right. So that is the oil market for you to consider. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me just screenshot this again. It's a lot of screenshot coming in to send to my team to sign up for people. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So last one will be the US market, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. So Dow Jones. Okay. So Dow Jones has continued to slip down because the pressure on the this blue chip stocks is going to be there due to the oil price surging higher, and also there are a lot of ongoing murmuring about the US Treasury. But to me, same thing. There is a gap here, and this gap looks pretty. So the Dow Jones most likely will have a free fall in the near term. So 52,207 is a sell. Remember yesterday when I told you guys that the Dow will cover the chocolate bar, and you see it covered. Exactly right. Yes. So that's why you can see KCB is a very powerful system. So now the Dow is at 52,765. So which means that from here is another 500 points drop. So is it possible? Well, it is possible because now the boys are already selling, right? So there is a possibility to see this happening. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Dow Jones most likely will fall to here at this 52,207. Okay. Hold on a minute, just one more slide and we can end the session. One more slide and that slide will be on NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ now, as you can see, yesterday we have some selling. This morning we brief. Now NASDAQ also had the same thing. There is a KCB waiting over here. So this KCB, as you can see, is somewhere around 28,800 series. Now, because today now it's above OP, right? So the market cannot see the downside KCB, yeah? But you can see the KSI has increased in selling pressure. So because of that, there is a very high chance we will see the market dropping down all the way to here itself, okay? So that is the NASDAQ call that I have. All right. Now, of course, you will say, well, Kel, how come recently the Bitcoin is going up and then NASDAQ doesn't follow, right? Exactly, because now the market is buying on things that they want to buy cheap and that's lucrative. And of course, now Bitcoin is lucrative. The upside is there. And as I saw, Bitcoin just hit 75,000. So Bitcoin has just hit 75,000. Okay. So again and again, if I'm correct on this Bitcoin, so most likely I'm going to be correct on the crude oil too in the near term. Okay. All right, guys. So that will be all for today in terms of market analysis. Monday, I'll see you guys as long as I'm available. Okay. Take care and have a good day, my friend. Bye bye. BA. Okay. All right. Bye bye.